So here's a collection of Lego vehicles that I built. Different types of Lego vehicles. I have one rule: I'm not going to use any official vehicles. Those are vehicles that have appeared in Lego sets. And hang on, I have one more that I forgot to place down. I'll put it in the background right now. And just like that, we are now going to show the different vehicles. So first, I want to start out with delivery and service vehicles. We're going to start out with this little 4-stud taxi that I built. On the back, there says taxi, crudely written in Sharpie. It's got that black and white color scheme that's pretty common on most cabs. And you got the grill up front with the headlights, along with this little, I think most people call them chevron stripes. Got the chevron stripes on the back for the license plate, and they have these clear red studs, or stud tile pieces for the back headlights, or backlights, just like this. And I got these little silver bumper pieces for the bumper, and yes, this is a knockoff Lego piece. I didn't have enough of these regular pieces, so that's pretty much it, and we're sending this one back to the shelf. Next up is this police car, which also just so happens to be one of my first successful 4-door builds. It's based off of any regular old police car with the white in the middle and the black on the sides. And up here it says police, followed by a siren layout. And it can fit up to about maybe 3, maybe 4 minifigures in it. And that's pretty much it for this. The roof is kind of removable, but I prefer to remove it like this. And as you can see, there's the back, and there is the front. And now we're sending this one back to the shelf. Here is a mail truck, and unfortunately the doors for the mail truck do not fully stay closed, so I have to use a little bit of sticky tack up here to keep that closed. But if we were to open it from the back and take some things out, you would see that we have some mail bags. And now we can put the mail bags back in here, just like that. And it's all red because it's supposed to be I didn't really choose any other color besides red, kind of to base it off of how those British mail trucks look with their red color schemes, like the Royal Mail. And I just added these black highlights. And instead of using transparent studs for the headlights, I use these yellow ones. There aren't really backlights to this, but there is a license plate like the one up front. And for the under bumper, I used this unique piece that I found from one of the Speed Champion sets I got a while back. And I have a mail driver in here, a truck driver. That one goes back to the shelf too. And I might as well get these much more smaller vehicles out too. Be careful with that one in the back. And there, like that. This is a little 4-stud tow truck. Well, technically it's 6-stud. I'm sorry for my mispronunciation. It's a 4 or possibly 6-studded tow truck with 2 back cables on the back, so that way it can pick up a vehicle from equal sides so there's no disimbalance. And it's got a black roof and a little beacon right here, and it's got this little wrench at the back. Of course, it's got these wheels. It's got this little underpiece that I decided to put there as a detail. A black roof that's about 1 stud off, so different types of figures can fit inside, and a little grill up front, along with this little silver piece right here, just for the hell of it, or to make it look more metallic. But anyways, let's move on to the next car. This is a little SUV that can only seat 2 minifigures, and it's supposed to be like a storm chaser vehicle of sorts, so I made it look small and compact. And those red tiles are supposed to be like the big red backlights that they have, along with this printed piece up here. And I just used some sticky tack on the back to keep this spare tire on. And that's pretty much it. Next up is one of my favorites, this old style fire truck. It has the dog right here. It has a couple of drivers, and I think given their helmet colors, they're probably all captains. It has one fireman hanging on the back, and yeah, it's got these two side mirrors. These little golden pieces right here are supposed to be like bells or something. And these little things right here are supposed to be like headlights or sirens. There's a bumper here. If you lift these up, you get a grill that's behind this. And of course, these little rope pieces are supposed to be the hose. And this isn't really an official Lego ladder. It's more of a bootleg one that I got from an old set a while back. And I kind of like it because it kind of juts out and looks bulky, just like the real type of fire equipment. Hang on, I gotta adjust this real quick. There we go. And it's got this little stud shooter right here, and this thing is supposed to be like those big pliers that they use. Apparently, according to some firefighters, they don't really call it the Jaws of Life. I just call them big pliers. And they got this stud shooter right here, which can attach to these to make the hose. And that's pretty much it. This one's going back on the shelf too. So next up is a small little off-road truck of sorts. It doesn't really have any headlights or backlights. Well, it kind of does have backlights right here and right here. And its size is meant to hold like these crate pieces. Let me get that off. And yes, there is a little bunny on top of these crates. And why is he on top of these crates? Well, we'll give these a little look on the inside. It's a bunch of carrots. That's why he's on top of the crates. And there's this little thing where you can use these holes right here to put that there so it's perfect. And of course you have the driver of the truck along with this little thing. This, I don't know when I remember putting this little scuff right here. It's like a Sharpie thing, but I mostly kept a gray and white color scheme with a black under. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This one's also going back on the shelf. Here's another favorite of mine because it's actually an upgrade from an old vehicle I made, an ambulance. And this is what the back of it is with its open and close garage door-like thing. It's got this little thing up here that's actually from an old, I think a Lego Junior Star Wars A-Wing set. It's something that my brother got for Christmas a while ago, and he didn't really want much to do with it, so he just gave it to me. And takes this off, and it's supposed to be like a ventilation system. And we go right here, take this off. You got this yellow hood to match the yellow seats inside. And you have the driver of the ambulance. Of course, with the multiple sirens, too. They're littered all over this thing. And if we open the back, we can find a couple of paramedics inside along with a patient. And I don't know what this is. I think it's supposed to be like a little phone that I built. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And just pop the roof back on. And it's got some windows, too. And right here is a little paper sticker that I made. It's ambulance backwards. So that way when it shows up in a mirror, that'll be what it is. Last up is something I have been trying to build for quite a while. Like, I've been trying to build a perfect Lego school bus ever since 2017. Because I wanted some more vehicle variety other than just regular old vehicles that people drive. So I wanted to try something like a bus, and for a while I did have a bus, but it didn't look like this. It was a lot more shorter, compact, and a little more blockier. But I got some more roof pieces like this, so I decided to rebuild it. And it's got these big bulbous studs at the back with one window to represent what looks like the bus door. It's got some windows right here, and as you can see, there's people in the bus. It's got the door that opens, you can see the bus driver, a little walkway that goes up with a little caution thing right there. These arches that go over the wheels are black to match with the color of the stripes. You have the headlights up here, the sticker that says school bus that's actually from an old Lego set that I got about a year ago today. And I have this thing to represent a grill, and it's not really hexagonal or octagon shaped, but it is supposed to be the stop sign that juts out to the side. And I made it gray to make it look like there's a bunch of weird mechanical thing right there. And the wheels are black because where I live, a lot of the school buses have black wheels. to go with the tires. You have the underside, which is made from multiple pieces. To extend the bus, I just use these 6-stud pieces to make it long, and I put the body inward compared to how most buses look in real life. And the best part about this is that I'll attempt it. It's kind of hard, but you can take the roof off. You just have to poke your thumb in through the door. Slowly but surely, you can take a portion. Hang on, this can be a little hard sometimes. You gotta be really careful when doing this. I'll just take the entire thing off, and along with the door, and we have the inside of the bus, and it can hold 6 passengers and 1 driver, and that's pretty much what that bus can do. And I'm gonna try putting this back together now. Or at least keyword try putting this back together now. I'm gonna put this window back. Put this one here, and this one here, and now this one here with the school bus sign. The stop sign goes in, goes out, and now it's going back to the shelf. No school for you, kids. Well, I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, that's pretty much a showcase of part 1 of the vehicles I have built as of 2023, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.